The company flew its latest experimental drone car during a short test on Tuesday. It aimed to demonstrate what the future of transportation could look like in China.
What if the traffic jam you're stuck in just vanished? For decades, flying cars were nothing more than a dream. Comic books teased them. Movies promised them. Real life? Not even close. Until now, in dazzling Dubai, a sleek electric craft has lifted off right before the world's eyes.
This car can fly for 25 minutes with a maximum speed of around 80 miles per hour.
This isn't science fiction. It's proof that the impossible is taking flight. And the sky is no longer out of reach. From dreams to reality. For as long as people can remember, the dream of flying cars has lived in human imagination. It appeared in comic books, in science fiction films, and in visions of futuristic cities filled with machines that rose from the streets into the clouds. The early attempts to build such vehicles were bold but fragile. Some engineers attached wings to cars, while others designed strange hybrids that looked more like airplanes than automobiles. They could lift off, but were not safe. They were heavy, noisy, hard to control, and impossible to use in normal daily life. Even when technology advanced in the late 20th century, the idea seemed out of reach. Cars became faster, planes became safer, but the gap between road and sky never closed. People began to think that flying cars would stay trapped in fantasy. Each failure pushed the dream further into doubt, but then a quiet revolution began. Electric power replaced gas engines, batteries became lighter and more powerful, and computer systems grew smarter. Machines could now balance themselves, follow programmed paths, and avoid obstacles in the air. This gave designers new hope that the dream was not dead. Instead of aiming for long flights across countries, inventors focused on city travel. They imagined short hops above crowded roads, saving time and reducing stress. In this shift, the flying car was reborn as the eVTOL, a machine designed for vertical takeoff and safe, silent flight. It was no longer just a fantasy for dreamers. The long road of failures began to curve toward reality. And soon, the world would see proof in the skies of Dubai. Dubai, the chosen sky. Dubai has always chased the future before anyone else. The city is known for building the tallest towers and the fastest projects. It is not just about business or tourism. Dubai wants to show the world that it is ready for tomorrow. Flying cars fit perfectly into that vision. The city already tested robot taxis, drones, and smart roads. Officials here welcome bold experiments. They believe technology can solve both traffic and pollution problems. The desert skies are open and wide. This gives companies a safe space to test flying vehicles. Dubai also has strong support systems for new ideas. The government works closely with international firms to make things happen. This makes it easier to test risky projects. Instead of waiting for years of approval, Dubai moves fast. When Xpeng wanted to show its flying car to the public, Dubai stepped in. The event was backed by the Dubai International Chamber of Commerce. For the city, it was not just a show. It was another chance to prove that the skies of Dubai belong to the future. The Xpeng X2, what it really is. The X2 is not a normal car and not a normal aircraft. It is an electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle built for city travel. The body is made of strong carbon fiber. This keeps it light while also safe in the air. It can carry 2 passengers at the same time. The cabin is small but designed for comfort and security. The empty weight is about 560 kilograms. Its maximum takeoff weight reaches 760 kilograms. The flying car can travel at 130 kilometers per hour. It can stay in the air for around 35 minutes on one charge. The vehicle also comes with an airframe parachute. This gives passengers extra protection in case of an emergency. The X2 is fully electric and produces no carbon dioxide. It promises clean transport for crowded urban areas. Instead of a pilot, the car uses an intelligent control system. It can fly on its own with minimal human input. The design is sleek and futuristic. It shares style elements with Xpeng's P7 electric sedan. The X2 is not built for long journeys. It is meant for short trips above busy streets, where silence and safety matter most. The first flight in Dubai. The big moment happened at Skydive Dubai. Crowds gathered to see a machine that looked like it came from the future. When the X2 lifted off, the sound was soft and steady. Its blades cut through the air as the craft rose higher. The vehicle hovered smoothly above the ground. Then it moved forward, showing it could fly with balance and control. No pilot sat inside the cabin. The car flew on its own with autonomous systems guiding every move. Over 150 people watched the test closely. Officials, business leaders, and global media were present at the site. The Dubai International Chamber of Commerce supported the whole event. They worked with Xpeng to make sure every rule was followed. For many in the audience, it was a shock. They saw something that had only existed in imagination, now flying for real. The X2 stayed in the air for several minutes. It completed the test with a safe and steady landing. The success was more than a show for the cameras. It was proof that flying cars are no longer an empty promise, but a working reality. Beyond the show, the real plans. The Dubai test was not only about putting on a display, it was part of a larger plan to bring flying taxis into daily life. Officials know that new rules must be written. Air safety, traffic control, and passenger protection all need clear systems. Omar Abdulaziz Al Khan from the Dubai Chamber of Commerce spoke about it. He said the key is how quickly a framework can be built. According to him, flying cars could be in use within 2 to 3 years. Dubai wants to move faster than other cities in making this a reality. More tests will be held before the public launch. Each flight will gather data to improve safety and reliability. The goal is not just luxury travel. These vehicles could help reduce road traffic and pollution in urban areas. Dubai is preparing for this shift with strong support from its leaders. The city sees flying cars as a new layer of mobility for its future. The first public flight was only a start. The real work begins with turning that brief moment in the sky into an everyday service for the people. The rise of Aero HT. Behind the X2 stands Xpeng's urban air mobility branch called Aero HT. This company has been shaping the path of flying vehicles for years. Since its start in 2013, Aero HT has been testing bold designs. The team has already completed more than 15,000 safe trial flights. The first model was the T1 in 2019. Soon after came the X1 in 2020 with improved features. The X2 is the 5th generation in this line of progress. Each version became safer, lighter, and more advanced than the last. Aero HT calls the X2 a flying car even though it has no wheels. Its design is strongly linked to Xpeng's P7 electric sedan. The company has tested the craft in different conditions. High-altitude flights and extreme weather trials proved its strength. Until Dubai, all those flights took place only in China. The public launch abroad showed confidence in the vehicle's maturity. For Aero HT, Dubai was a milestone in a longer journey. It marked the moment when years of hidden experiments were finally shown to the wider world. The 6th generation flying car. While the X2 caught attention, the next model may be even more surprising. Aero HT has been preparing its 6th generation flying car for release. This version is not just a flying taxi, it is built as a real car that can also take off from the ground. The vehicle has wheels for normal driving. It can switch into flight mode with foldable rotors hidden inside its frame. The design is meant to make transitions smooth. Drivers could move from road to sky in a short time. Xpeng first showed this idea during its Tech Day event. The company promised a lightweight build with a focus on safety. The cost was announced to be below 1 million renminbi. That equals around $156,600. The planned launch year is 2024. If successful, it could be the first true road and air car for mass use. Dubai's event was a step forward, but the sixth generation shows the bigger dream. It combines the aerospace and automotive worlds into one bold machine. The global race for the skies. The idea of flying cars is not limited to one company. Firms around the world are pushing to control this new market. In the United States, several startups are building eVTOL aircraft. They aim to connect airports, cities, and business hubs with short flights. Europe is also investing heavily in air mobility. Projects in Germany and France are testing aircraft with advanced safety systems. Japan has shown interest, too. Its leaders want flying taxis ready for public use during major events. The competition is fierce and growing each year. Whoever creates a safe, affordable, and reliable design could lead the global transport. Dubai's support for Xpeng gives China an advantage. It proves Chinese technology can compete outside its home country. The test flight was a signal to rivals. It showed that Dubai is open to working with those who bring bold ideas. The skies are becoming the next stage of innovation. Nations and companies now fight not on roads, but in the air over our cities. The first flight in Dubai was more than a test. It was a glimpse of a world that may arrive sooner than we think. Flying cars promise freedom above the streets. They also bring new risks and questions that we cannot ignore. Will cities adapt fast enough to welcome them? Or will fear and cost keep them locked away as toys for the few? What happened in Dubai may decide the answer. The future has left the ground, and the sky is no longer out of reach.